In the book of Job, chapters 1 and 2, we are given a glimpse of the heavenly throne room where the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them. Chapter 1, verse 6. In verses 7 through 9, we find that God initiated an exchange with Satan, asking, "From where do you come?" Satan responded, "From going to and fro on the earth and from walking back and forth on it." So God asked, "Have you considered my servant Job? There is none like him on the earth, a blameless and upright man, one who fears God and shuns evil." Yet Satan responded, "Does Job fear God for nothing?" He went on to suggest that Job's loyalty was tied to the great blessings that God had bestowed upon his life. And he went on to say that Job would curse God to his face if those blessings were taken away. So God allowed Satan to touch all that he had, but restricts him from laying his hand upon Job's person. Well, when Satan attacked Job's wealth and his family, it still did not cause him to curse God. And so he sought permission to attack and afflict Job's body. And though the trials against Job were great and would one day cause him to curse the day of his birth, he never cursed God. In fact, we learn in chapter 2, verse 10, Job speaking to his wife, he said, "Shall we indeed accept good from God, and shall we not accept adversity?" To which the Bible added, "In all this, Job did not sin with his lips." I was recently asked to describe a time in my life that I have suffered and to relate it to God. While I would never relate any of my sufferings to the level of Job's, in the years 2007 and 2008, my world was rocked with a trifecta of events. First, my wife, Lily, was diagnosed with breast cancer. On the same day that we returned from the hospital with this horrific news, our son, John, reached the bottom of his addiction struggles. After several phone calls with a counselor from U-Turn for Christ, on the very next day, I took John to O'Hare Airport. He boarded a plane and went to Paris, California, that he could be part of U-Turn for Christ. Then, while Lily was going through surgeries and cancer treatments, our son was thriving, really, at U-Turn for Christ. Our world got rocked again when we learned that our 3-year-old grandson, Nathan, needed heart surgery to repair what the doctors would discover were 2 holes in his heart. Well, during this season, when these events were happening to the people I loved, I began reaching out to people of faith via email and formed this email group for prayer support. This group became my therapy, a place where I could pour out my heart to my brothers and sisters. On one occasion, one of the pastors who was part of this group said to me, "You're like Job." And he went on to explain that whenever he would start getting down about the things that were going on in his own life, he would reread my emails and find strength for his own life. Well, as I close out this video, I'm happy to report that it's been 13 years since these events took place in our lives. Lily is now cancer-free. Our son John has married and lives with his family on the island of Kauai. Lucky guy. As for Nathan, this year we will be celebrating his 16th birthday. So I guess I can say that the Lord has blessed the latter days of my life more than at the beginning. For like Job said, I also say now, in Job 19:25, "For I know that my Redeemer lives, and he shall stand at last on the earth." I pray that God greatly blesses you.